This is the Desphere 13, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks. Now, why am I into Super Pershing? Well, believe it or not, it is one of my top rating tanks at a 55%. And if I've remembered, I've put a snippet of the stats of this tank for me up on screen. 55% is nothing to just shy away from. I've got 148 battles in this tank. Is that the most amount of battles I have in a single tank? No. That would be in the KV2, and that's at a 54. T29, well, I think it's either a 54 or 55 as well. T29 is after the KV2 as a 54%, with slightly less battles. But I've had this tank a lot longer than the T29 and the KV2. This was my either first or second premium tank. I can't really remember. And the main reason I got it wasn't because, oh, I'm going to be going down a medium tank tree, or, you know, any logical sense like that. I just thought, it's got armor. And it's American. And, to be honest, it isn't necessarily wrong. I mean, when you think American medium tank, you think gun depression, decent penetration, fairly rapid firing, and in terms of the Super Pershing, definitely the armor. Should you try and play it like a heavy tank? No. But you don't have the speed like most other mediums, even American mediums, to treat it truly like a medium tank. There are certain times where you have to act like a heavy, and, well, that doesn't necessarily always work out. And one of the big things that I've learned is gun depression, angling armor, and the like, simply from learning and playing the game. I mean, when I first got this tank, it was the armor that carried me. And you can disagree or agree that the armor still kind of carries me. Where that shot went, I have no clue. Didn't hit the wall behind him, didn't bounce off. But the Super Pershing at a 55% win rating for me, that's something pretty monumental for me. Considering my win rating is, I believe it is 49.57 or something like that. My win rating, it's not consistent. I mean, you look at the bottom of the list, and it's the tanks I'm grinding through. It's not, I hate those tanks, and, oh, I just want to get it over with. It's, those tanks don't do well. They don't have the same kind of carrying capability that a Super Pershing, that a KV2, that a T29 has. And as I play, well, the tanks more and more, I'm starting to think that it's not all about the skill of the player. I'm thinking it's as much to do with the stats of a tank as it is the skill of the player. And the play style of that player. I mean, how often is it that... And here we are at the post-battle results screen, and this tank works for me. I mean, 4 different tanks, damage modules 5 times, a lot easier to get because, you know, reloading consumables, and fire for effect. I just went for it. There wasn't a whole lot of, I have to think about this, I have to think about that. It was, here's what I need to do, here's how I'm going to do it, and I did it. It wasn't some big mumbo jumbo. I mean, look at about 100 away, and then it just drops. I mean, there just was barely comparison. Me and Black Wolf here did, well, quite a large share of damage. But because this premium tank tends to make more XP and credits. Yeah. It's not often that I get to make a total of about 50,000 credits. And 18 fired, 16 hit, 11 penetrated for the 2,418 damage. And I got hit 7 times, only 4 penned. I mean, the armor isn't something that you just shrug off. Not all tanks can just be press 2 for skill, and you can just overwhelm any opponent. Which a lot of people tend to do at higher tiers. And, I mean, look at the assistance damage. 1,179. I wonder how much of that was spotting. I mean, it just works for me. A heavily armored... For me, it's not all about speed. It's not speed to rotation and accuracy. For me, it's armor angling, and positioning. Yes, I can probably use a pop gun to just keep shooting the same person over and over and over again. But that's not what people fear. What people fear are those big one-hit, one-damage guns that take 30 seconds to reload. Because, I don't know about you, but if there's a Jagdpanzer E100, I don't want to go around that corner. I don't want to be flying around a corner and, oh, Jagdpanzer E100, bam, I'm done out of the game. Those kind of guns like that, those intrigue me. Those intrigue a lot of people. And it just works for me. But anyway, I guess I've rambled on long enough. This has been the Desphere 13. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and share. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to keep up to date with my uploads, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Minds.com. And if you want to pop in for some of my live streams, just follow me at Twitch. Links for those are down in the description. But yeah, just really happy about this tank. This has been the Desphere 13, signing off. Bye.